Okay, this is number 5 on number problems level 1. And the problem we're going to be working is Jamie guessed a number. Rob guessed a number that was double the sum of 3 and the number guessed by Jamie. If the sum of the numbers guessed by Jamie and Rob is 18, what are the numbers? So the first thing we always do in an HOE word problem is we have to decide what x is going to represent. So where do we usually look to see what x is going to represent?
The question.
We look at the question. So when we look at this question, what is x going to represent? Okay, the numbers. But we've learned in hands-on equation that x can only represent how many numbers in a problem?
1.
1. But this problem has 2 numbers. That's a problem because x can only be one of them. So what do we do?
It says what are the numbers, so should we try to figure out what they are?
Well, that's what we're always trying to do in the problem. We're always trying to figure out what the number or numbers are. But in all the other problems we've done, we've only had one number, and we've said let x be the number. But now we have 2 numbers, and x can only be one of them. So what should we do? Well, if we use a number cube, that means we already know what the number is, right? Like if we use a 6 number cube, that means we already know the number is 6, and we don't know what the number is. Yes? Well, we could split it in half, but do we know that the 2 numbers are equal? Does it tell us anywhere that the 2 numbers are the same? No. So we're left with a problem. And here's what I want to show you. That everything that's written in this problem is not the equation. Okay? If you look, who can tell me what the actual equation is in this problem?
It is 3x.
Well, not the numbers. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Read me the words on the screen that tell me the equation. Good try, but no. Rob guessed a number that was double the sum of 3 is not the equation we're going to be writing. There is only one equation for this problem. See if you can find it. Again, look for words that help you see equals. There's only one equation in this problem.
If the sum of the numbers guessed by Jamie and Rob is 18, what are the numbers?
Absolutely. That is the equation. If the sum of the numbers guessed by Jamie and Rob is 18, what are the numbers? What word in that sentence gives me where the equal sign will go in my problem? Yes?
If the sum.
No, if the sum does not tell me that it's equal, there's a word that tells me what's equal. Nope, that's not what tells me what's equal. Read the sentence and see if you see a word that tells me one part of this sentence is going to be equal to the other part of this sentence.
And?
Not and, nope.
Is?
Is a lot of the time is the word you're looking for. Because it's saying if you add the numbers that Jamie and Rob guessed, that the answer is 18. So when I write the equation, I'm going to be adding Jamie's number to Rob's number, and that's going to equal what? 18. So can x be both Jamie and Rob's number if they're different numbers? No. So x can only be one of their numbers. Why do you think they wrote the whole first 2 sentences? There's a reason they wrote them if they're not part of the equation. Why would they write those 2 sentences if they're not part of the equation? And they're not. The equation we have underlined. Why would they write those first two sentences?
It says Rob guessed a number that was double the sum of 3, and and Jamie so instead of just saying like 9 times 9, technically you could split it up by the not 9 times 9, 9 plus 9, and you could split it up by the double.
So I think what you're saying is that they wrote that to help us know how to write both numbers. Which number does it look like is going to be the easier number based on what you see? Jamie's number or Rob's number? Yes. Rob. Not Rob. Not Rob. Jamie. Jamie guessed a number. So what do you think X is going to be in this problem? What do you think X will be in this problem? Jamie's number. So on your paper, let's write that X equals Jamie's number. Now we know if we add Jamie's number to Rob's number, we're going to get 18, but we don't know how to mathematically represent Rob's number. Or do we? Does the first part of the question tell us how to write Rob's number? Yes. It says Rob guessed a number that was double the sum of 3 and the number guessed by Jamie. How could we write Rob's number then? We need something that's double the sum. What does the word sum mean?
Addition.
The answer to an addition problem. So we're going to get the answer to 3 and the number that was guessed by Jamie, and then we're going to double it. Does that make sense? We are going to get the answer to the addition problem of 3 and the number guessed by Jamie, and then we're going to double it. How would I write that? How would I write the number guessed by Jamie added to 3? How would I write that part? The number guessed by Jamie added to 3. X plus 3. But the number that Rob guessed was not just X plus 3. It was double the sum of 3 and the number guessed by Jamie. How would I show that I need to double X plus 3 in order to get Rob's number?
3x?
No, that's not how I would double this. How do we double things in hands-on equations?
Put it in parentheses.
We put it in parentheses, and then what do we do?
We add a 2 if you're dividing, or if you're multiplying, but 8 by 2.
We put a 2 in front of it to show that we're doubling this whole thing. So that is Rob's number. The reason they wrote the first 2 sentences was to help us know how to write Jamie and Rob's number. Now we need to write the equation. Again, we said that this sentence, the last sentence, is the equation. So, how would I write the sum of the numbers guessed by Jamie and Rob? Sum, we just said, was the answer to an addition problem. So I need to add Jamie's number to Rob's number. How do I do that mathematically? How do I add Jamie's number to Rob's number? What's Jamie's number? X. And what do I need to add it to? I need to add Jamie's to Rob's. So this is Jamie's. And now I need to write Rob's number. How do I write Rob's number mathematically? How do I write Rob's number? How do I write Rob's number? Look right here. Look right up where we just wrote how we write Rob's number. We have it on the board. How do we write Rob's number? A 2. parentheses x plus 3. Exactly. So can you see how we have taken Jamie's number and we have added it to Rob's number? Can you see that? Okay, and when we do that, what does the problem tell us it equals? What does the problem tell us it equals? 18. That is our equation. The next thing we need to do is set this up on our board. Okay, so we have our scale. On one side we have x, which represents Jamie's number, and then we're going to add that to two x plus 3's. So we have an x and a 3 cube, and an x and a 3 cube. On the other side of our balance scale or equation is 18. Okay? Who sees a legal move? Who sees a legal move? Yes, what's a legal move?
Take away the 3's and 3 and 6 and 6.
Exactly. We're taking the value of 6 off of each side. So we're going to take the value of 6 off of this side, and because 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 minus 6 is 0, that's all 0. And we're going to take the value of 6 away from this side, which gives us what? 12. So we now have a 12 cube here. If 3x's equals 12, what does 1x equal? 4. Great job.